Alright, so I have finished the granny square part of the double-sided potholder. I've done 1 round in white for the center, and I've done 6 rounds in blue. Then I finished off by slip stitching to the top of the chain 3 and pulling the yarn through and tightening it here and finishing off my work. I'm going to leave the tail or the end here, and then when I connect these 2 pieces here with the single crochet all the way around, I'm just going to single crochet over this, or just crochet over this, and it'll hide the tail. I'm not a big fan of weaving in ends. I will if I have to, but if I can get away with crocheting over it, I will, like I did back here. So this is the back of the granny square, and if you remember, we had I crocheted over the tail of the chain, and then I just snipped off the extra, and then when we connected the blue, after we crocheted over a little bit of it, there was a tail, and I went ahead and snipped that off as well. So I already started the back piece here. I chained 31 and I single crocheted in the second chain from the hook, and I now have 30 single crochets across. I did 6 rows here of single crochet, and now I'm going to change to blue for 1 row. So on the last single crochet with white on this row, you do not finish off. So what I do is I just lay my yarn over the hook and hold it and slip it through the 2 loops on my hook for the white, and that finishes off that last single crochet right there. Now I take my working yarn here, I chain 1, I turn my work. Now I'm going to crochet over these right here. So I'm going to bring the white up along with pulling this blue forward, or I could leave it down and crochet over it when I do the edging, when I connect the 2 pieces, but I'm just going to bring it up here and crochet over it. So I'm going to insert my hook in that first single crochet there, make sure I have the 2 ends underneath, and single crochet, and single crochet in the next one. I'm probably going to do about 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them, and then I'll cut that white. 1, 2, probably go 3. Yeah, well, yeah. So I'm just going to let all this go for a second. Where's the white? There we go. I should probably cut it a little further, then I'll just keep crocheting over it. There we go. Tighten the blue back up. And you're just, now I did it where I did white, 1 line of pink, white, 1 line of pink, white, 1 line of pink. So I did 3 lines on the back. So I'm going to do the same thing. So like I said, this first section here is 6 rows of white and then 1 line of pink, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of white, 1 line of pink, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more rows, 1 line of pink, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of white, and then I stopped. So that gives me a total of 31 rows on my square for the back. So I'll meet you back up here when I get to the end of my blue row of single crochets. Okay, I am on the last single crochet of the blue row. I'm going to switch back to my white. Don't finish that last single crochet off. Just insert your hook and pull up your loop. And grab your white yarn, put it over your hook, draw the loop through. Now your white is on, chain 1, and now like I said, I'm going to crochet over these tails. So insert your hook in the first single crochet, okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to do 7 rows of white, and I will meet back up with you when I have done 7 more rows of white single crochet rows. Okay, so I've done 7 more rows of single crochet in white. I am going to switch. Oops, I put a knot in the yarn. I'm going to switch to blue now for my 1 row of blue. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this white right here before I attach the blue, just make it easier. All right. So remember, don't finish off that last single crochet, and then just put your blue yarn on the hook, pull it through to finish off that single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, and I'm going to bring up both the blue and the white tail, and I'm just going to start my row and crochet over those 2 tails. All right, and I'll meet you back up at the end of the row. Okay, I finished the blue row. Now I'm going to cut that blue. Don't finish off that single crochet. Grab your white, drape it over the hook, pull it through the blue, chain 1, turn your work, bring both tails up, and begin to crochet over them. All right, we're going to do another 7 rows in white. And then, let's see, so we're on the second stripe. We're going to do another 7 rows in white. We're going to do another blue stripe, and then 8 rows, and then we'll finish off. So I'll meet you back here when I've completely finished the back piece and I'm ready to attach the 2 pieces together. Okay, so I have completed the other side of this double-sided potholder. We have 6 rows of white, 1 row of blue, 7 rows of white, 1 row of blue, 7 rows of white, 1 row of blue, and 8 rows of white single crochet. Now I'm going to finish off. So I've finished my last single crochet. I'm just going to cut the yarn, and then I'm going to pull it through as if I was going to make a chain, but just pull the yarn all the way through and tighten it. Now what we're going to do is crochet these two together. So this is the right side and this is the wrong side. So where the lines are a little thicker, the blue lines, is what I consider the wrong side. And this is the right side. Now on your granny square, this is the right side and this is the wrong side. This is what the right side looks like. This is what the wrong side looks like. So you're going to put the two wrong sides together and we're going to crochet around. So put the two wrong sides together and then take your blue, make a slip knot, and start in a corner. Let's see. We're going to start, I don't know, you can maneuver this however you like. I guess we'll just start in this corner. So, insert your hook in the single crochet right here, and then insert your hook in the top of the, see the chain 3 right here? So, or not the chain 3, the 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Insert your hook in the top of the chain 3. Grab your yarn and single crochet. Okay. Now go in the next stitch and go in the next double crochet of the granny square. You can go ahead and crochet right over that blue tail and make a single crochet. Go in the next single crochet and go in the next top of the next double crochet of the granny square, single crochet. Go in the next stitch and go in the top of the chain 1 space of the granny square, single crochet. And you just keep doing that all the way around. And I will meet back up with you when we get to a corner. Okay, so I have single crocheted along the top of this, going in the top 2 loops of the single crochet stitch and the top 2 loops of the double crochet or the single crochet stitch on the granny square. Now I've hit a corner. Now I want to single crochet 1, 2, 3 single crochets in the corner, and then turn everything around. So we've got 3 single crochets in this corner, and you just go through the chain 2 space here on the, the chain 2 space on this side. Just go through the space. Now you see these little spaces right here? See these little spaces? Go through those spaces and go through here we go. Go through these spaces and also go through the tops of the stitches on this side. And single crochet all the way down the side of this pot holder. And I am crocheting over another tail. That way I don't have to weave in ends. Let's see. Let's get the tail. I've crocheted over it enough. I'm gonna move it out of the way. So go in that space. And then now we're at a single crochet here. Get through that. All right, I will meet up with you. Oops. When I get down, I don't even know if half that was on camera. I apologize. So we're going to get down to the other corner, and I will meet you there. So I'm at another corner here, and I realized, by the way, that I've been calling the chain 1 spaces on the side of the granny square single crochets. They're not, they're chain 1 spaces. Anyway, so I already crocheted once so far. We're going to crochet 2 more times in this corner. All right. Now we have a rounded corner there. Turn everything this way. And now we are going to crochet along the bottom. Again, going through, now we're going through the bottom. So this was your chain on this project, your starting chain. So now we're going to go through the bottom of the chain and through either the double crochet or the not single crochet, the chain 1 space on the granny square. So we're going to crochet the bottom of this pot holder together. Oops. What's going on? Okay. I don't know what just happened there. There we go. So you just go through the bottom part of the chain and through the stitch on this side and do that all the way across. When you get to this corner right here, make sure you do 3 single crochets in the same corner and in the chain 2 space. And then I will meet you back up here when I've gotten back to this corner right here. Okay, so I have crocheted all the way around, and in this corner I did 3 single crochets in a corner, and this one I did as well, and this one. Now this one I'm not going to do 3 single crochets. I'm just going to crochet all the way to the end, and then I'm going to chain 5 or 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to slip stitch it to this first single crochet when we started. So I've got a chain here, and I'm going to slip stitch it right here. And this corner will be the corner that we do the hanging. So if you have a place to hang your pot holders, this is the corner with the hanging part. So now that that is slip stitched in there, we just cut our blue, pull it through, and finish off our work. Okay, and now this is where I cannot crochet over an end. I have to sew it in. But I crocheted over the other ends here, which I will cut off in a few minutes. But I'm going to sew this end in right here. So I'm going to put my needle, so I do have a yarn needle. I'm going to put my needle under these stitches here, under where I crocheted these two pieces together. I'm going to put it there, and I'll bring it there. This is kind of how I do it. You can thread your needle first, but sometimes that's a pain for me. So I pull that thread or the yarn through, I pull my needle through, with the yarn, and there we are. I have sewn in that end. It should not come out. Now I'm going to cut off the ends that I've crocheted over and that end I sewed in. Got one here. Got one here. And here. So there's a few ends to cut off, but that's okay. I think we did it all. All right, so let's take a look at our pot holder. So we have this side, the granny square side. And then we have, I guess it doesn't matter how you do it, but the granny square side, and then the striped side. And I really like how that comes out. Now you can use it as, you know, putting it on the table and putting a pot on the table, or a hot plate. Not a hot plate as in like a burner, but you know, a hot pot that you've pulled off the stove. You can use it to grab pots. You can use it even to grab the grate of the oven to pull, or the rack of the oven to pull it out or something. But I wouldn't leave it on anything to burn. The cotton won't melt. If you were to use acrylic for this project, it would melt. So that's not good. So you have to use cotton for this. Yeah, so I'm very happy with my pot holders. Oops, there we go. My double-sided pot holders. If anyone makes this project, I would love to see it. So go ahead and tag me in Instagram at MichaelaAnn84. And, oops, my camera got turned. And like I said, I would love to see your pot holders. And any color variations you did. I don't know why I have it like that. There we go. Now I have 2 more pot holders to add to my collection. Alright everyone, please subscribe to my channel for more crochet tutorials, unboxings, and vlogs. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you.